Oh, hello and welcome. My name is Making Sang, first name Making, and you are watching the FOMO Creator Show. FOMO means the fear of missing out, and in business, it's a good thing. So if you want to know how to sell out your next conference, festival, event, sell out your book, your product, your service, your launch, whatever it is, you have come to the right place. Now, today we are going to be talking about, as I look for my teleprompter here, how to create live FOMO at an event. And we're going to be using SBS Event 2024 as a case study. Now, for those of you who are watching on Instagram Live, hello and welcome. We've got a few people who are watching on Instagram. Hi, Kirsty Pauls. It's lovely to see you. Cass and Tay, Poochie Care 8, Kirsty Pauls again saying hello, and Pooch Care 8 saying hi, Making, loving the show. That's lovely. And we've also got Not Dead Yet, who's also joined. Hi, Not Dead Yet. I know you're not dead. You're very much alive. We've also got some incredible comments from LinkedIn. We've got the fabulous Simon Leach. Hello, people. He says, I'll tell you more about Simon with a Y a little bit later. We've got the fabulous Lynette Webster. I'm also going to be telling you more about her a little later. She's saying hello. We've got the equally fabulous Rise and Design. She says, hi, Making. I managed to find you. She's on X. That's lovely to see you, Amy. And we've got Katie Saywell as well, saying hello. Going to tell you more about her too. And we've got Justin Page saying hi, first time here after the SBS event. Looking forward to hearing all about FOMO. Well, you've come to the right place, Justine. Thank you so much for saying hello. Simon Leach is saying teleprompter swish. I'm making that up, actually. I don't have a teleprompter at all. But we've also got the fabulous Kerry Jordan, a commercial pet photographer. She says, I think this is my first time on a LinkedIn Live. Welcome, welcome, Kerry. I'm going to be talking more about Kerry a little bit later as well. We've got some great comments here. Lynette is saying, oh, bless, you are amazing. No, you're amazing. Thanks for making me blush, Lynette. So we've also got the fabulous Laura, who was the SBS winner from 2021. She says, hey, Making, Laura here. I'm also going to be featuring her as well. So what are we going to be talking about today? Oh, we've got another cheeky comment in here. Sue Allen, who's saying it's her first time here on LinkedIn Live as well. That's fabulous. It is great to see you all here. Lovely to see you. And Kerry is also saying hello to Sue Allen as well, which is great. So, let's have a look. We've also got Jane McPhillips Hypnotherapy, who's also joined on Instagram as well. Now, Instagram, unfortunately, I can't pop up your comments there. But if you do watch me on Twitter or LinkedIn, I'll be able to pop up your comments. So sorry about that, Instagrammers. Now, let's have a look. We're going to be talking about how to create live FOMO at an event using SBS Event 2024. Now, what is SBS Event 24? What is it anyway? Well, for those of you who've been sleeping under a rock, it is the incredible conference that was held on Friday, just gone, by the equally fabulous Theo Paphitis from Dragon's Den fame, or Shark Tank if you're watching from the States. He is an incredible entrepreneur. He is amazing, and I absolutely love him because even though he is very, very successful, he is helping small businesses like me, small businesses who are just starting out, people who are doing a side hustle alongside their day job, people who are been side hustling or who have a hobby, a lifestyle, a business, whatever size of business you are, he is there to help you. He is incredible. But not anybody can go to the conference. No. Theo is generating his own FOMO because you had to enter a competition to win. And if you win, then you get invited to SBS event. How amazing is that? P.S. You can actually join as a guest of with a winner as well. But wouldn't it be amazing if you could win? And I have to admit, when I heard about the event and I saw my friends who were all SBS winners, I got FOMO. Yes, I did, folks. This FOMO creator got FOMO. So I had to find out what it was all about, and I looked to my friends who were SBS winners on Twitter or X, and I said, "Hey, how do you enter?" So I talked a little bit about that last week, and anyway, getting some advice from friendly people, I won after the first attempt of trying, which is amazing, and you get some amazing perks. What do you get? Well, you get to meet the big guy himself, like I did. How amazing is that? You get all sorts of other perks as well. And maybe I'll do another show another time to talk about the perks about SBS event. But it was such an incredible event. And if you are not an SBS winner, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. Now, we've got some more people tuning in to say hello. We've got, let's see, let's pop up some of the comments here. So we've got Lisa Rogerson say, "Woohoo, found you!" Lisa from Help for Movers over on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect with you. If you want to send me a LinkedIn connection, that'd be lovely. And Rise and Design saying, "The best event ever." Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it really is. We've got Katie who is saying, "Love your energy. First time on LinkedIn Live also." Oh my God, there's so many first timers on LinkedIn Live. It is incredible. Love seeing you all here. And thank you for saying nice things about my energy. I'll fall asleep and sleep for 3 hours later. Believe you me. And Laura is saying it really was the best year so far. So Laura was an SBS winner from 2021. She's an old hat at this conference, and she said that this year was the best one yet, which is amazing. We've got so many first timers. It's so great to see you all here. This is amazing. Sarah Jones, hi Sarah. It's her first time as well. We've got Simon Leach again saying he's a bit of a dude. Yes, Theo is definitely a bit of a dude, and Rise and Design is agreeing with Laura about it being the best conference yet, which is incredible. It was my first time, so sounds like I picked a great year to win. We've also got wonderful Kerry. Kerry is amazing at building connections and making friends with people. Do go and connect with her. She's an incredible commercial pet photographer. She's just saying hello to Sarah and Jones and just connecting with people, which is great, which is what LinkedIn is all about, and all the other platforms as well when it comes to building business. Kerry was just responding to Simon to say that he seems so down to earth, and he really does. Honestly, Theo, there's a lot of Theo love in the room here today, which is amazing. And we've got the fabulous Angela saying hello, my lovely. Oh, hi Angela, lovely to see you here. And Nikki is saying hi, I found you. Oh, this is so lovely. It's great to see so many of you here. And there's also Lisa who's agreeing with everyone, saying that this year was definitely the best yet. So for those of you who didn't go to, who haven't been to SBS events before, are you getting FOMO? You need to become a winner. I'll tell you more about that later. And Simon is talking of building relationships with people on LinkedIn already, which is great. That's what it's all about. Instagram, don't forget Instagram as well. So we've got Kerry's blushing because I'm telling everyone that she's the best commercial pet photographer in the world ever. Great at building relationships. Go and connect with that lady. And we've also got Lynette saying that it is just amazing, the best community ever. So I hope you get an idea of just how amazing SBS is. It's amazing, right? So I just want to talk about, how did I hear about SBS? Well, I got FOMO. This is the incredible Rachel Spencer, UK dear friend of mine. Last year, she went to the event, took a picture similar to this with all her pet business pals, clients, and friends. And I saw the picture and I got FOMO. It's as simple as that. Now, if any of you are here that can recognise yourself in the photo, I would absolutely love it to say, there I am, there I am. It'd be great to see you, because my perimenopausal brain, I turned 50 last year, so I'm allowed to say that. My perimenopausal brain means I can't remember everyone in this photograph. Boo, sad face. So who have we got here? We have, and just whilst I've got your attention here, if you missed last week's episode, don't fret, I'm on YouTube as FOMO Creator Show, but if you wanted to see specifically last week's show on how to create pre-FOMO whilst you're at an event, and again, using SBS 2024 as a case study, then I have written a website link there, which is bit.ly, so bit.ly/pre-FOMO for pet biz, and it has to be written in that title case, otherwise it won't let you get in. So let's see, we've got a few people who are recognizing themselves here. We've got Kerry, who said, I went and I'm getting FOMO. That's amazing. And Kerry says, yeah, I'm here. So Kerry Whitney is the incredible lady who's on the floor with the Dogs Not Sprogs t-shirt, and you definitely need to go and check her out on Instagram, all the socials actually. Kerry, did you just want to put your Instagram, TikTok link, just add a comment on LinkedIn, just so that people can follow you? I'm going to tell you more about her in a moment, because she is incredible. We've got Kerry saying, Kerry Whitney Whoop is like an SBS second pet biz meetup. It really is. Now, we just had an earlier message from Lisa Rogerson. She said, made you a cuppa with white, 2 sugars, hold the milk and sugar. That was a little joke there. Thanks, love. Thanks, Lisa. So we've also got Katie Saywell. She says she's on the end next to Rachel. So I'm actually blocking her with my arrow. The first in line there. But I will tell you more about Katie if you want to know more about her. We've got the fabulous Nikki. She says she's on tippy toes at the back. Now, if you want to go and follow Nikki, please do. She's on Pup Talk 101. I do remember Nikki. She's very distinctive. So Pup Talk 101. Or if you want to add another comment, Nikki, so that I can add it so that people can see you. And yeah, so Kerry Whitney is on the floor there. Sue Allen, that's her blue hoodie, kneeling at the front there. So that's over on the far right. Again, Sue, can you tell me where you are on the social so that people can follow you? You've got an amazing pet-friendly place, haven't you, that people can book. And we've got Simon, who says, the pet folk seem to have a really good community. Does anyone know if there's a similar thing for artists and illustrators? Well, Simon, if you haven't got one, you need to create one, don't you? Just saying. Now we've got someone says, hello, I'm here, LinkedIn user. Now it's come up with LinkedIn user possibly because you need to give StreamYard permission to see your name, and I don't quite remember how to do that. I don't know if you want to Google that just to see, because I want to see your name, lovely. We've got a few more comments here. Kerry Jordan said, last week's show gave me so many ideas for crafts, so any pet businesses should definitely check it out. Oh, that's a very good endorsement for SBS 24 there. We've got Alison Lane, who's Poochie Care, and she says that she's in the back with the orange top on. Now, Alison her branding is incredible. She always wears orange, which is really, really distinctive, and she's got an incredible business as well. Um, we've got a few people who are coming up as LinkedIn users. Perhaps I should have googled this earlier, but if you find StreamYard and Google StreamYard and see how you can get LinkedIn to give you permission, and then I'll be able to see your names. And we've got here, I heard your laugh before I found you, Alison. Oh, yes, you did, didn't you, Alison? And I will definitely give you another shout out later. I do remember you, my lovely. And we've got Sarah Jones who says, you can see me, I'm in yellow. So she's got an incredible business to help dogs with anxiety, which is incredible. A lot of love in the room in LinkedIn, people connecting with each other and sharing a lot of love with each other. And Kerry Whitney is just saying that you can actually follow Kerry Whitney by going to Frankie's Boutique _limited if you want to find out more about her. Sue Allen has holiday cottages in Norfolk. And Nikki is on Pup Talk 101 on Instagram and X as well. Sue Allen, East trustincottages.co.uk. We've got Kerry Jordan, who is also sharing Eastern Cottages, which is on Facebook as well. And LinkedIn user says that it's Alison from Two Minds, and I'll mention more about Two Minds in a moment. So Kerry again doing her marvellous work. She's such a sharer. She's such a giver. I love her. I think she's amazing. She says, for any dog owners, Sue has the most dog-friendly cottages, no long list of rules. So that's a great endorsement there. We've also got Kerry saying, sorry, meant your show last week making. I'm creating a cross list today. Oh, okay, that's great. So you got lots of ideas from my show from last week, which you're actually using to implement at Cross. That's great. I love that. We've got the fabulous Guy Eastwood in the house. He said he spotted this in his feed. Amazing. And Nikki is saying that we get to meet up again at Cross a week tomorrow. That's amazing. So that was a lot of comments, wasn't it? Instagram, have you got FOMO? If you have, maybe you want to jump over to LinkedIn, and if you add a comment or on Twitter or X, you can see your comments in the screen. Generating FOMO as we speak. Right, what have we got next? Now, let's go into the little bit, the teachy bit. So, Kerry, the commercial pet photographer, learnt a lot from my show from last week. She was writing down lots of notes, and she's actually going to apply them and use them for Crufts next week, which is incredible. And in fact, any business doesn't have to be a pet business. I've taught a lot of businesses. I've taught artists, I've taught influencers, pop stars, manufacturers, people in the IT industry, digital marketing. I've taught a lot of people on how to generate FOMO. I've been doing this since 2010, so I've been doing it a long time. So I know a little bit about generating FOMO. So this is the teachy bit, and I know some of you, I have given you a shout out, which will be after the teacher bit. So you need to stay on for that. I've just got a few more comments here. Amy says she is a resin artist, risendesign.art. So Simon, you need to connect with Amy on Twitter or X. She's also saying, this is my first time doing this, so not sure what I'm doing. You're doing really well, Amy. You're doing really, really well. Just keep tweeting and hopefully your comments will pop up. Not all of them pop up. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it seems to be working today, which is great. Okay, so teachy bit. how to generate FOMO during SBS 24 or any other conferences. Simon, Comic-Con, I know you're going to Comic-Con, people are going to Crofts next week. Whatever event you're going to, maybe you've got your own event. So we've got Guy, he has his own networking event. Okay, this is for you as well. So whichever event you're going to, you can actually create live FOMO. Be in the present, be in the now, but you can generate a bit of FOMO. And why would you want to do that? Well, definitely. I'm going to tell you why you want to do that. Okay. So Amy's saying she has FOMO. Says she's pretending to work here. Shh. I'm not going to get you in trouble, am I, Laura? And she says she's got an event in a couple of weeks and may have to try this out. Well, if you need any advice, you know where to come, don't you, Laura? Shameless plug alert. And Lisa is sharing a lot of love for Amy. She said Amy is lovely, fab products. So Simon, go connect with Amy on Twitter. So why would you want to generate live FOMO? So if you're at a conference, if you're at a networking event, if you're at a festival, an event, whatever it is, workshop, webinar, why would you want to create FOMO? Why do you want to create live content and put it out onto the socials? Because you've got the people in the room who want to see who you are, which is great. And at SBS, you've got 1,200 people. We're there on Friday. You've got 1,200 people to connect with, which is amazing. Start talking to them. But what about the people who didn't get a ticket? What about those who are not SBS winners? They could be your, people that you might want to connect with as well. They could potentially be your customers as well. So just by tweeting a little bit, Instagramming a little bit, posting a little bit on Facebook or LinkedIn or TikTok if you're down with kids or Snapchat or whatever, Discord, then what you're doing is increasing the chances of more people seeing your stuff. And if they like you, because you shared some great content, you shared some great information, then they may want to find out more about you. And if they find out more about you, they may even want to buy from you. That's what it's all about. Now, you can't do that in just one tweet. You can't do it in just one Instagram story or one LinkedIn post. Okay, you need to do a little bit, but you don't need to go crazy. You don't need to tweet as many times as I did, but you can definitely make a bit of an impact just by sharing a bit of information. Now, when you create live FOMO, using whatever hashtag it is for your workshop, for the events, for your festival, whatever it is you're doing, you can create live FOMO and it helps you to build community. You can build, add to your community by building relationships. You can establish that you are a leader in your field. You can network with people, obviously, network with people on in person, but also network with people online. And then when the time is right for the person that you've been building relationships with, they can slide into your DMs. How amazing is that? Now, this is the fabulous Simon. Okay, Simon Leach. Go and connect with him on LinkedIn, but also connect with him on Instagram as Bramble Down Designs. I can't even say that right. Bramble Down Designs. And Twitter or X as Bramble Downs Des1. Okay, now I love this post. It was a tweet that he posted of his journey. Okay, now that is a great live event tweet post. Okay, if you do it on Instagram stories or whatever platform, it's brilliant. It does so many things. It tells the world that you're traveling to somewhere. Okay, it tells the world that you're going to an event, and immediately people might get FOMO. Oh, I wonder where Simon's going. Where's Bramble Down Designs going? I want to know more. It piques an interest. It is an absolutely brilliant post to put out to show your journey of where you're going to. It gets your followers excited. If you've got fans and followers, which we all have on the socials, they may not like you, they may not retweet, they may not comment on your post, but they are there, they're watching, and they may want to share in your joy that you're traveling somewhere. Pretty exciting. Okay, that is why it's a great tweet or a great post. And in fact, it piqued my interest. I got into a conversation with Simon. We got on really, really well. And that wouldn't have happened if he didn't post that in the first place. So I wouldn't have met this incredible artist if he didn't post that in the first place. So that's why, even though you're going to an event, you're going to meet potentially 1,200 people, posting just a couple of times to say that you're going to an event or posting whilst you're at the event can create that interest, create that buzz, excitement, that FOMO. Oh, I wonder what's happening, what's going on. And it happens to be an incredible post. I just wanted to acknowledge that because Simon's work is incredible. And we had a bit of a tweet, a bit of a conversation whilst we were at the conference, because there's plenty of time, there's break time, there's coffee time, there's lunch time as well. And he actually found me and he came over to me and we had a bit of a chat. It's amazing. He obviously had a bit of a lurk on my stuff and he says, I think I need your help. Well, turns out I looked at his stuff and I've bought a lot of his stuff on his shop. He's so talented. His logo is Jimi Hendrix, Andy Warholified. And I love Jimi Hendrix. So I said, I need to buy a t-shirt. Oh, by the way, I need to buy a t-shirt. I need to buy 2 stickers for Grogu. I've also spotted on your website, I've seen a Blondie t-shirt as well. And there's loads of stuff that I want to buy. So I'm already his customer, which is amazing. And also, he actually wants some help from me with regards to how to generate more FOMO on his business, which is great. That would not have happened if he didn't tweet. So can you see how this works? Now, it just so happens that the fabulous Simon, he then went on a Facebook Live and we had a little bit of a ditty and we had a bit of a chat and so on. And it was great. It was so much fun going on his Facebook Live in front of his community. Now, I wasn't expecting to buy from him or I wasn't expecting to sell, but as we developed the relationship, come Monday, I was already his customer and he was a customer of mine. Now, things don't happen like that quickly normally, but sometimes, it can take a little bit longer to develop a relationship. But, Simon and I clicked straight away and we're both customers of each other. That's pretty amazing. That's one tweet. Now, different, as I say, different results may vary. Okay, it doesn't always happen like that, but it can be amazing. Now, another incredible guy, let's put him up on the screen, is Cool Fish Gold Designs with this really fabulous looking suit. Now, I talked about him last week. He's a branding specialist. He can get your website, your business cards done and all sorts. He's brilliant at branding. And he had a whole lot of fun building relationships with people, getting to know people. It was so much fun. It was incredible. So, when it comes to going to an event, making yourself memorable, Paul Horn from Cool Fish Gold Designs did exactly that. It was amazing. And also we've got the incredible Ashby Jewelers as well on the right-hand side. And in fact, I've been DMing him as well on LinkedIn. He says he's got, he's a jeweler. And I've looked at his jewellery and I think I want to buy some of his stuff. Which is amazing. So we're on the discussions at the moment of how, of me creating, of him actually creating a piece for me potentially. We're at the start of the conversation. So can you see, just by creating one Instagram post, you never know who's watching. You never know if you can get into a conversation and you may make sales straight away. You may not make sales, but you may build relationships with people. You might start making friends with people. You never know. I don't go out to tweet with the hope that I'm going to make sales today, okay? But if I do make sales, it's a Brucey bonus, because I've made so many friends. And we know that networking is all about building friends. It's not about thrusting a business card at each other. You know what I mean? We know what that means. So anyway, let's see, we've got some comments here. So we've got Simon just responding to the fact that, when he posted, he says, we always get good responses to those posts. So, if he gets good responses, then maybe that's something that you do as well. So next time you're going to a networking event, a festival, crafts, or, a conference, a webinar, even if it's an online webinar, whatever it is, take a picture, post it, tag the organizer because they'll love it, because they'll probably want to share it and like it. But let your fans and followers know what you're up to. And he also said that and packing up the bramble van. Now, I can't wait to see more about that. um, Guy Eastwood said, post for the lurkers. Yes! I love that. That's a great tagline. Post for the lurkers. I think I'm going to take that one. Now, do go and connect with Guy Eastwood because he's another one who made a huge impact at SBS because he had this incredible lanyard. Now, you go to conferences, networking events all the time, and people have the same lanyards. He actually creates one that can have a QR code that goes directly to wherever you want people to be connected. How amazing is that? It lights up. It is so cool. You definitely need to go and check him out. Guy, can you let people add another comment, let people know what your website is and where people can connect you as well, because your lanyard is amazing. We've got some other comments here. Kerry, the fabulous Kerry as well. One post which did create FOMO for me was a lady who got an illuminated lanyard. Here we go. Via Guy Eastwood for SBS. One for Cross is on the way. Think Sue Allen has ordered hers too. Oh my god. So can you see? Guy is creating FOMO with his lanyards and he's getting orders by the dozen. How amazing is that? That was unprompted as well. That is amazing. So we've got Kerry saying, Simon, do you think some worked better than others? I guess that's in relation to different posts that he's put out there. That's a great question. Guy is saying, yes, Sue's glow tag is on the way as well. Oh, it's called a glow tag, is it, Guy? That sounds like I'm back in the 80s going on clubbing on a night out, a glow tag. We can pretend we're still young and back in the 80s, can't we? With a glow tag. Kerry Whitney says his suit gives me FOMO. Right, I know. It is incredible. Paul's goldfish suit. It is wonderful. We've got some more comments here. Lisa is loving the suit. And Simon's just responding to Kerry. Kerry asked a question of which ones worked better. And so Simon was just clarifying whether Kerry was talking about hashtags or posts. It's great that we're having these conversations because we can all help each other. We can all learn from each other, small businesses, right? So Kerry says, Guy, will be illuminating Cross. Sounds like Cross is going to have lots of activity going on there, which will be great. And they'll love it as well. They'll get lots of activity going on. Simon sometimes wears a duck shirt, so he's just been asking a question about that. And he also, and Angela from Born to Run says, oh God, hashtags. My daughters are so embarrassed. I was just making them up. Isn't it the duty of a parent to embarrass their sons and daughters? That's what I thought anyway. That's absolutely fine. So Amy from Rise and Design said, I missed Paul, but hoping to catch up next year. Yes, a lot of love for Paul's goldfish blazer and jacket and suit and socks as well. So so there's a bit of a discussion going on between Kerry and Simon. So if you want to go back on LinkedIn and follow that, because it sounds like Simon is teaching something to Kerry with regards to which posts worked well with regards to hashtags. Rise and Design is suggesting that you can't really miss Paul. No, he's a very tall chap, and when he wears his goldfish suit, he's definitely memorable. Guy said, if only they could be made small enough for a dog collar. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Simon says that to Angela that he uses hashtags specific to the event that he's going to, and that's some great advice actually, because if there are lots of people going to an event, presumably the event organizer will have a hashtag. So using that hashtag really increases the chances of people seeing your hashtag, because not everyone will be posting, but people will be nosy and want to see what's going on. So if you really want to get involved in the conversation and increase the chances of more people seeing your business, then use the event hashtag. And if it's applicable, maybe use a couple of your own branded hashtags as well. And Rise and Design said she's made so many friends on X. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, Twitter or X has had a bad reputation, but yes, I can definitely see in the last couple of years that a couple of weeks that people have made a lot of friends, which is great. And I've also made an X list as well. So if anybody is not on that list who is an SBS winner, please tweet me on Making Tea, and I'll add you to the list as well. So what that enables us to do, so people who follow the list, means that rather than trying to listen to everybody on Twitter or X, it just concentrates on the SBS winners. For me, that's really useful to group all of their posts together, so that I can start, looking and sharing and liking their posts and just giving a bit of love to everybody, really. And Laura was known for her cookies in 2021, which is great, and also this year as well. So there's a lot of comments here, which is great, and we haven't even gone through a portion of the slides yet. So I'll just I won't show up all of the comments, I think, because there's a lot of great advice that's happening between Kerry and Simon and Guy. A lot of building relationships already via my FOMO Creator Show. That is amazing. So if any of you are on Instagram, hop over to LinkedIn, go and connect to some people and meet some incredible people. It's fantastic. And I think that might be Alison saying anything with your energy is FOMO. Isn't that lovely? You are wonderful. So there's a lot of love that's happening. So yes, we've talked about Guy Eastwood and his fabulous glow tags, which is a lanyard which glows, where you can have a QR code that goes directly to your website or whichever social media platform you prefer. And so if you want to find out more, definitely go to surefire.com/products/glow tags. Thanks for sharing that with us, Guy. And Guy says, check out the tag. You don't get a whistle with it, though, Making. Amazing. See? Oh, my God. Guy is generating FOMO on my show. I feel like I need a bit of a commission here, Guy. Is my check in the post? Because we got the fabulous Sarah Jones who says she wants a glow tag. And she's also got FOMO as well. This is incredible. Oh, I am absolutely loving this. I love the fact that people are making business already. That's incredible. And we've got another post here. Just posted a story now on Instagram to create some FOMO. Oh, that's great. I'm glad. I love a girl who takes action on my notes, on my lessons. That is fantastic. And Paul Horn from Cool Goldfish Designs, who said he's watching on Instagram and loving the love of the goldfish suit. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And Guy said the check is always in the post. Oh, that is amazing. Sarah's saying it's FOMO on FOMO. Oh, absolutely. This is great. We've got a lot of people who are watching on Instagram, and as I say, apologies because I'm unable to put up your comments on the screen, but it's great to see you. Natalie Gregg, one of my oldest friends, love you. Thank you. She says FOMO creates incredible buzz, and she's learned a few lessons and applied it for her own business, and she's managed to get extra publicity and get a lot of buzz for her self, which is great. Pause in Earnest is saying hello, hi, lovely. Leo, Charlie, and me. She says, I'm such a lurker. I need to post for people like me. Natalie Gregg says, that is right. Post for the lurkers. Definitely definitely going to use that guy. Post for the lurkers. I love that. I talk about create content for the lurkers, which I'll mention more a little bit later. And yes, cool. Goldfish Design saying love you all too. And Natalie Gregg has an incredible hashtag, which is lead loudly. And what she's encouraging women to do is to be proud of who you are, speak out, shout out, and lead from the front, which I love. And Leo, Charlie, and me says, I definitely want a glow tag, but I can't find Guy on the socials. Kim from Leo, Charlie, and me. Guy is on the socials as Surefire, which is SUREFYRE. Guy, if you just want to pop that in the link in the LinkedIn comments, then I can pop that up. That'd be great. Okay, now I haven't done the teaching bit yet, and we've got all these incredible people adding comments, which is great. So let's go back to the lessons-y bit. So, why get involved in the hashtag? Well, when you go in, when you get involved live, which some of you here today are getting involved live and making business already, making connections and making friends, hopefully, it gives you PR. It gives you the opportunity to help businesses. Don't try selling just yet. You need to build relationships first before you sell. But it's an opportunity to meet new people, not just in person, but also online. And on the day, honestly, I cannot tell you the best time to market your next event, your business, your product is at this event. Okay. If you wait until you get home a couple of days, you'll be knackered. You'll think, oh, should have posted that, and this, that, and the other. But if you're in the moment, you're caught up, you're soaking up the energy from people, do post, and share and you never know the conversations that you can get into. That's why it's really important. Now, I just want to bring up this, screen again, because a fabulous chap, Lawn Master Knots, for those of us who are SBS winners, you'll know who he is, because he has the hashtag we do grass, which is a little bit cheeky, a little bit naughty, because he gives advice on cutting lawns, and I think he mows lawns as well. And he is fantastic at giving help and support to other businesses, and he is absolutely wonderful. Now, we met a gazillion years ago. I'd just come back from the UK after being in Australia for 6 years, and I was just going out meeting people, and I did an impromptu interview with him. He'd never been interviewed before, but he still uses that interview now and again just to post out there, which is great. So I was really looking forward to meeting him at SBS on Friday, and I wasn't sure whether I would meet him. Well, anyway, what happened was he sort of, whilst I was laughing with, I think it was Alison actually from Two Minds, whilst I was laughing with him, he suddenly put a cactus around in front of me, and I just started laughing. And he recorded the whole thing as well. So this was him recording me having a laugh and meeting for the first time in years. I mean, we tweet on occasion quite often, but yeah, I think it's been about maybe 4 or 5 years since we last actually met in person. And so he captured this video, which you'll be able to see on Twitter, and it's basically of me laughing, really. And there were 2 people who actually recognized my laugh before they even saw me. That's how loud I laugh. So I just want to give a massive shout out to the fabulous Lord Master Knots. Always very, very generous with his time. Very, very helpful. He is a wonderful, wonderful human being. And we've got a few more comments here on LinkedIn. Natalie Gregg, again saying the queen of FOMO, making sang. Hi, Natalie. She is amazing. So this is the woman who is teaching women how to lead loudly, and if you listen to her on Twitter, she always does videos of her on the beach, just to give us all FOMO, I think. And she's not loud like me. She's a really softly spoken person, but she speaks with authority, because when you're softly spoken, you want to tune in, you want to listen in, and you really concentrate. So when we mean lead loudly, it doesn't mean that you have to be as loud as I am. You can definitely lead loudly by being really quiet. Think of Gandhi, right? So Natalie is incredible. So we've got cool goldfish designs, Paul Horn, who's decided to move over from Instagram into LinkedIn, and he's just saying woohoo, chap and chapesses, being at Midlands Business Network in Coventry today, and we were talking about FOMO, so you were the topic of conversation making. Oh, isn't that nice? It's nice to be thought of, and it's nice to be talked about, nicely or not nicely. But thank you for saying that. We've got Alison Lane here saying a lot of love here today. Making, you're amazing. Oh, so are you, my lovely. Thank you so much for saying that. And we've got Rising Design saying, wow, 54 views. Making, people definitely have FOMO. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. And Lisa is saying shout out to the lurkers. More about lurkers later. And Natalie's just saying thank you for the shout out. Natalie. And we've got Guy. He said he was supposed to go to MBN, but also discovered that Cake Storm and Kevin Riley's sales webinar clashed. Okay. It's horrible when that happens, isn't it? When you've got two events to go to, you don't know which one to go to again. So Kim from Leo, Charlie and me, Guy Eastwood is on surefire.com. So do go and have a look at him there. I'm not sure if he is on Instagram, but do check out Surefire on Instagram, see if he is there. And we've got Rising Design saying that Ian is the best. He cheers everyone up. Laura is apologising. She has to finish off and go home. FOMO is real. Don't worry, Laura. You can always play catch up later. There's this show is being recorded, so you can always play catch up. And Kerry has popped his Instagram details on Instagram for Kim from Leo, Charlie and me, which is great. So again, this is great that everyone's building relationships with people, helping each other out. Isn't that great? I love this. I just want to go back onto the teachy bit just to give you a bit more value. I love the fact that everyone's here and having a great time, which is great, and helping each other, connecting with each other. That's what it's all about, and I'm really, really grateful for you all doing that. So let's go back onto the teachy bit. The ABCs of FOMO. A stands for authority, authentic authority. Now, I tried to do a initialism, SBS, but I couldn't find a word that is related to connections or relationships. So you can see here that it's not quite right. But if you do selfies at events, you're building relationships with people. It's also a great way to remember people as well. Because of my perimenopausal brain, I sometimes take a selfie, but I always take a picture of their name tag as well, so that I can remember the names, because I do have a terrible memory. And we've got a lot of people that I actually forget to take selfies a lot of the time, but some people ask me for selfies, which is great. But I actually did really well. I actually took quite a few. So we've got Daniel Bays in the top left-hand corner. Go and connect with her if you want to know more about Canva. She is incredible. Alison Backler from Great Two Minds, who we've just been talking about. She is incredible. If you want to know how to deal with mental health a lot better, she's written books, she's got coaching programs. You definitely need to connect with her. Anne-Marie Gilbert is an old friend of mine from Google. So she was actually at the Google store, which is amazing. And then underneath her, we've got Serious Laugh UK. So Sarah, she has laughing workshops. I definitely need to go to that. How cool would that be? So I definitely want to connect with her. In the middle, middle, we've got Disabled Bath. She is a lovely lady as well. On the left middle, that's Jilly _ Pepper. Everything to do with branding, you need to talk to her. Underneath that, we've got First Tea Master. Now, First Tea Master, I need to talk about him. We have been tweeting for many years. So I first started on Twitter quite a while ago, actually, but I moved to Australia in 2010. Lived in Australia for 6 years. Came back to the UK in 2016, and the fabulous First Tea Master has known me from that. So he knew me when I lived in London, when I lived in Australia, and now then I lived in Sheffield, and now I'm living in Chesterfield. So he's known me for all that time. He's a social media manager. If you want to know more about how to get better at social media management, not FOMO, but social media management, then you need to talk to him. We've also got Kirsty Paws in the bottom middle. Kirsty's Paws, incredible lady. Go and check her out. Absolutely wonderful. And over in the bottom right, we've got Y-Side Warmers, and she has incredible teapot warmers, tea cozies. How incredible is that? So we've got a few more. Yes, I love that, Paul. I knew you could come up with that. Selfies build support. Love that. Yes, I'm going to commandeer that. Maybe use that in the future. I love that. And Kerry was just saying, great tip about the name tags. Yeah, I actually got that idea from my fabulous friend Tim from Stone and Press, and he does it as well. Takes selfies, then takes a picture of the name tag, because I can't remember people's names. And Guy was just saying 2 brains are better than one. They definitely are. So Alison is Alison Blackler on LinkedIn. She's also on Instagram as Alison at Alison2Minds. So definitely go and follow her. Listen to her hints and tips. Go buy her book or coaching programs on mental health. She's a wonderful lady. And Amy was saying she didn't take many selfies. No, I actually forgot. I took those 6 and intended to take more, and then I completely forgot. So you're not the only one there. Now, let's go back to the teachy bit. So what I'm encouraging you to do is, when you're at an event, a festival, a workshop, a webinar, whatever it is, search on the hashtag. All great events should have a hashtag. When you search on it, doesn't matter whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whichever format, search on it and go and make connections with people, because you never know who they know. They may need your service, they may need your product, or they may know someone who needs your product or service. But as we know, in small business, it is all about making connections, building relationships, and getting to have conversations with people. That's the first start. So searching on a hashtag, see who else is talking about it, go and have a quick lurk on their profile, and if they seem like an incredible person, then go and follow them, and maybe go and like a few of their posts. Start building relationships with people. That's what it's all about. Now, when it comes to creating being an authority, authentic authority, then my goal was to be the #1 tweeter on SBS Event 2024, because I'm hired to create Instagram stories, Instagram posts, tweets, Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts live at an event. And because I wasn't doing it for SBS, I thought that I might want to get SBS's attention. So that's why I tweeted a lot. But it's also the way that I take notes. I love to learn from people and share everything that I've learned. So I post it out on Twitter, on Instagram, sometimes on Facebook and LinkedIn. But you can see here that I posted 203 times, but lots of other people posted as well. So we've got a big bag. Big Dog Beds, who tweeted 84 times. We've got Caravan Man, who tweeted, I keep saying tweet because I can't say posted. I'm not used to saying post. But can you see at number 8, we've got First Tea Master. So he live tweeted and he tweeted 41 times. Rising Design also tweeted 23 times. So this was in the middle of the day. So it really, it's really, really important that when you create a post, you don't need to tweet or post 203 times. Create a couple of stories, but get involved in the conversation and don't forget to search on the hashtag. I love this. Guy Eastwood said a glow tag order literally just popped up. That's the FOMO effect. You are welcome, Guy. Now the check's in the post, right? I love that. That's amazing. Lisa was saying she needs to take loads of selfies next year. Yeah, please do. It is a great way of building relationships with people, having conversations with people. You never know who needs your service. And Paul was saying he was too busy absorbing the gold to keep tweeting at SBS. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a good point that you've made there, Paul, because I do remember that when I first said that I'm a FOMO creator, I got a couple of DMs and people said, FOMO? I don't want FOMO. I want JOMO. I want the joy of missing out. But, do you want the joy of people missing out on your business? No. And yes, you are at an event. So you do want to be present. You do want to build relationships with some people, not all 1,200 people, of course, but just by posting a couple of times, you never know who's watching and you can build relationships with people outside as well. So it is important to be present. Absolutely. But if you don't tweet or if you don't Instagram, if you don't, do a couple of things outside, you never know who you're going to miss out on. And as I said, I tweeted with Simon with a Y, and now I've bought a lot of his stuff. And I wouldn't have, engaged with him if he didn't post out, with the hashtag. We wouldn't have met. We wouldn't have had a great time. So I think being present is really, really important, but also posting a little bit just to stretch your publicity a little bit further. So we talked about authentic authority. So it's important to be authentic and showcase that you are a leader in your field. So that's what I did. I decided I was going to be the number one tweeter, and I smashed it. That was my goal, to showcase that I am an authority, that I am amazing at creating FOMO. Now, what does B stand for? B means BTS. No, I don't mean this global Korean K-pop sensation. I mean behind the scenes. And behind the scenes, normally I would take a few pictures of behind the scenes. So last week when I ran this show, I actually took a picture because I was actually in a hotel when I ran the FOMO Creator Show. And so I took a picture of my laptop being propped up by towels and anything I could get hold of, lots of books. My microphone was stood on a book and all sorts. So it just shows a little bit behind the scenes of who you are and what you do. And if you can do that, that'd be great. So Simon, you're an artist doing a time lapse of some of your incredible work. That's behind the scenes. You don't want to show everything because you want to give FOMO, right? But showing a little bit of, what you do is incredible. Amy does that really well. Rise and Design. I've seen her incredible videos, and she's given me FOMO. I'm thinking, oh my God, her artwork, her designs are amazing. So doing a bit of video, doing a few photographs of behind the scenes. Leo, Charlie, and me. I'm sure that she does incredible bandanas for dogs. I'm sure she creates incredible posts where she is at her sewing machine. You can create a bit of behind the scenes stuff that way. So we've got, I just wanted to do a screenshot and give a shout out to Metro Cool. Metro Cool, they look at hashtags and they will tell you whether it's trending, who's been tweeting about it, and so on. I've worked with them before. They're amazing. And you can see that number one, Theo Paphitis, his tweets reached 1,100 people, 1,200 people. And SBS Crew, you can see that it reached these are the number of interactions are the number of times that people have seen the hashtag, not the reach. I beg your pardon. So 1,200 people, 1,200 times people might have seen Theo's tweets. 477 times that people might have seen my tweets. Lawn Master Knott's there, 271 interactions. Amy from Rides and Design, 257. Interactions and so on. Stacey Solomon, some of her posts had a reach up. There were 246 times that people have seen that. This is another report that I actually bought to see what the reach was like. In total, I tweeted 348 times, which reached, about 9,000 people. And in fact, even though Amy tweeted less times, she reached more people than me. And it's not a competition. We're all here to help each other, which is incredible. Now, I will share a copy of this report because it gives a lot more information as well. But I think the how many people it reached is really, really important. My personal best for a conference is tweeting 1,276 times. It reached 28 million people. It trended on the same day as International Women's Day. And I also did 15 Facebook posts, 5 Facebook Lives, 30 Instagram stories as well, all at the same time. So I'm good at creating FOMO, basically, is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of great comments here. We've got Natalie again saying that Metro Cool is where the amazing Making Sang and I first met at Social Media Marketing World. Yes, it was, wasn't it, Natalie? Natalie's from the States and she's got a wonderful, wonderful accent. You're from South Carolina, are you, Natalie? I just love her accent. It's amazing. There's a lot of great conversations that are happening here. I won't put up the post because we're running quite a bit behind, actually. I didn't expect to have so many comments here, so I'm apologising in advance not to put up everyone's comments here, but we can watch the comments later on as well. Now, I've talked about authentic authority, so it's important to showcase that you are a leader in your field and be authentic with it. It is important to show behind the scenes. Give people a bit of FOMO. You are an expert in your field. Show a little bit of your expertise by showing behind the scenes. What does C stand for? Well, C stands for great content for the lurkers. And we've all got lurkers on the socials, haven't we? Yes, we do. So I create content for the lurkers because this is the way that I take notes. So this is me doing a tweet, actually capturing a bit of footage, a bit of video to showcase how amazing Stacey is. And gosh, wasn't Stacey Solomon amazing? I didn't really know of her. I knew of her, but I didn't know her work. But I know that when I said I was going to SBS and I was hearing a fireside chat, a few of my friends and clients were like, oh my God, Stacey Solomon, love her. And there was a lot of love for Stacey in the room, wasn't there? It was absolutely incredible. She was such an inspiration. We've got also, I create content for the lurkers to help people. We're all small businesses. We're all here to help each other. I love the string quartet that performed at SBS, at the SBS event. It was amazing. Oh my God, Lynette was so amazing. I just had to create some footage. I created a bit of video and posted it on the socials. What did I do it for? Because I want to help. I think she's amazing. She needs to be fully booked out across all weddings, festivals, events, because she is incredible. So you can follow her on X at Capriccio Q4. Hope I pronounced that right. Or Instagram Capriccio Quartet IG as well. So why do I take notes? Why do I post on the socials? Because I just want to be helpful. And if people enjoy it, if people get use from it, brilliant. If people want to find out more from me, then they can approach me. And if they don't, if I've helped them them. It doesn't matter. Not every post is going to be a sale. I don't do it to get sales. I do it to meet people. And I think Lynette and her string quartet is amazing. Oh my God, I loved it. And when Steve and I actually we're going to have a civil partnership at some point, not quite sure when. I'm going to hire Lynette. I'm telling you, I'm hiring you now. I just thought I'd let you know. But for those of you who weren't at SBS, she has an amazing string quartet, right? And she has a book at the front, and you can flick through the book, choose a song that you want, and they'll play it for you there and then. How amazing is that? It's better than a DJ. It's fantastic. So I had a quick look at the book, and they happened to play my favourite Oasis song in the world ever. My favourite song is called Whatever, and oh my God, I loved it. I was so appreciative that they played it. I was dancing along, and I was creating some footage, and I actually had someone who said, "I saw you dancing." But she was so talented, and the whole quartet was so talented. Honestly, if you've got a wedding, if you've got birthday, bar mitzvah, festival, conference, you need to go and check her out. Go and contact Lynette. I'm going to put her up because I think she's amazing. Capriccio, I probably pronounced that wrong. Go and check her out because the string quartet was amazing. Honestly, so amazing. Now, let's see. British crafting. Now, this lady, Susan, was amazing as well. Now, she was so inspirational. And I actually took some footage of her when she entered the stage. It was so vibrant. It was amazing. And she had such an inspirational talk. So inspirational. I mean, she started her business. It was from a business idea to a £1 million turnover business. That's pretty inspirational, right? She's so good. So, I took lots of notes. I was posting it and so on. It was really, really, really cool. Kerry was saying that Capriccio Q4 were incredible. I'm pronouncing that so badly, aren't I? I should have asked you, Lynette, how do you pronounce it? Because I'm doing it really, really badly. We've got Lisa saying stronger together. Oh, that's lovely. Yes. It's always nice to help each other out if we can. Right. So Susan was inspirational. Now, I create content for the lurkers because it can turn into a conversation. Now, I didn't want to reveal this person because we're still under discussion at the moment, but it doesn't matter that you can't read the conversation, but basically this person is a client of mine, and I create content for the lurkers because I want to provide value, we got into a conversation, and next minute he says, "Oh, what's your price again?" So we had a bit of a chat, and he's become my client again, which is great, which is awesome. So if you do not create content for your lurkers, they don't know that they're there, they don't know that you're there. And if you don't create content for your lurkers, how can they buy from you, right? So that's why it's important, create content for the lurkers to increase your brand, to share some great tips, to create a bit of FOMO for your business, and also to sell as well, but don't sell too much. Amy was saying, sorry, she has to dash, but she'll try and catch up later. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. I wasn't expecting this show to be so long, but it's great. I do like to waffle, don't I? And now, I think this next section is best described by this fabulous video. Back to the FOMO! From my favourite film, one of my favourite films, Back to the Future. You can see that. Back to the FOMO. Now, the million-dollar question is, does liveFOMO work? Well, spoiler alert, yes, it does. I mean, case in point, Guy had a sale today through liveFOMO, interacting with a live event. This is a live event, and he got a sale. I mean, that wasn't expected, but it happened, which is amazing. And all sorts of things happen when you get involved in the conversation, when you get involved in the hashtag. Doesn't always guarantee a sale, so please don't think it guarantees a sale, but it can guarantee building your awareness, allowing you to build relationships with people, allowing you to maybe have conversations with people. Now, I talked about the amazing Susan Bonnar before, who was really inspirational. She started her business from an idea to £1 million turnover business. Wasn't she amazing? So I was posting and I created a Facebook post, and she responded to me. Now, Susan is amazing. She's got 50,000 followers on Instagram, 50,000 followers on Facebook. She's got 50.5 followers on Twitter. And she chose to post and say something to me. Isn't that amazing? Now, I actually bumped into her in the hotel the following day, and we literally had like a 2-minute chat, and I was saying to her how inspirational she was, and I loved her talk. She asked me what I did, which was very gracious of her. And then when I posted about SBS, she actually responded to my post. I wasn't expecting it, but it was so amazing. So she actually said, "It was great to meet you. Wasn't it a fantastic day? I love your business, such a fab idea." Which is amazing. So I responded to her. She also gave me some advice as well, which I'm going to take up. I mean, £1 million turnover business. I met her in the lobby. She gave me some advice. I mean, how amazing is that? That's so, so cool. That would not have happened if I didn't post, right? If I didn't write about my experience. It was so incredible. And also, we had another incredible lady who couldn't come, Helen Scotty King, and she said she has serious FOMO making tea. Making tea was fab at updating us all, but I just wanted to be there even more. And that is really important. When you live tweet, or when you create Instagram posts, or Facebook posts, or whatever, okay, we don't want to post everything. We want to hold a little back, because we want to get our lurkers buzzed and excited, and it makes people want more. They want to come to the next event. They want to buy your product. They want to buy your service. So can you see how liveFOMO really works? And I'm going to mention the fabulous Kerry, the commercial pet photographer, because she is so generous with helping other people. She's so amazing. And she helped me, which was so amazing. So in February, I actually spoke. I spoke to a crowd of 100 people. Now, normally, I've spoken to crowds of 100 to 350 is my personal best so far. But I was really nervous for some reason, really nervous. And I wrote a really honest post about it. And she shared it amongst her community, which was ever so lovely. But not only that, she also said, if you are hosting any kind of event and want people to know about it, and wish they were there, and more importantly, I can't read. I need glasses, I think. I can't read. Basically, she's telling the world that you need to contact me. Okay, if you want a FOMO creator, if you want your events to sell out, you need to get in touch with Making. That's basically what she said. I don't know. I need to get a magnifying glass. I couldn't see that. Now, does liveFOMO work? Yes, it absolutely does. These are conversations that I've had as a direct result of me being involved with SBS event 2024, which is incredible. And I've blocked out the conversations because obviously some of the stuff is private. But the conversation in the top left-hand corner was actually had pre-FOMO, and then I met that person at the conference, and we had a bit more of a chat. So, pre-FOMO means that you can meet that person at the conference, you can have a bit more of a chat, and then you can take the relationship to the next level. So I just wanted to iterate that. Now, I love this because I actually got someone who came up to me and said, "I saw people come up to you. I just have to get to know who you are and what you do." Isn't that amazing? So you never know who's watching. You never know if you get involved in the hashtag. people can slide into your DMs, maybe. People can have conversations with you. People might meet you in person as well. It's really, really important. Live FOMO definitely works. And just to give you a bit of a final formula, should I say, pre-FOMO plus live FOMO plus having conversations in real life or online can lead to, well, for me, it meant that I tweeted 348 times. It reached 9,000 people for this particular conference. But it actually led to a really hot lead for me. So as I say, I create FOMO for conferences. I actually met with someone who is interested in that service. It actually led to 3 people booking my FOMO hour surprise. It's a FOMO hour surprise because it's not an hour, it's actually 90 minutes. And it also led to a potential collaboration as well. So I actually had a conversation with someone at the conference about a potential collaboration. Now, different results vary, okay? This was one of my most successful events so far at getting immediate sales. It doesn't always happen like that. I definitely come away from conferences where I have lots of conversations. But I've never really had people who buy from me instantly. And that was because last week, for the first time, I actually put up as an offer a FOMO hour surprise to celebrate Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year. And 3 people took me up on it, which is amazing. So, obviously, as I say, sales is not always guaranteed. I just want to iterate that, but it can guarantee more conversations, more connections, more people for you to get to talk to, so that you can take your relationships offline and have a phone call, have a Zoom chat, or whatever it is. So, but I just wanted to show you the results of what happened for me personally, just to give you a bit of inspiration, I suppose. Now, some of you have been waiting so patiently, and thank you so much for waiting patiently because it's now time for FOMO promo. It's a FOMO shout out, guys. This is what you've all been waiting for. You've all been waiting for a bit of a mention, as I promised to the people that came back to me with their shout out. So I just want to thank everybody who has, has got involved in the chat so far. But I want to give a special FOMO promo to the following people. First up, we've got the amazing Alex. Alex in the room. Whoop, whoop. Now, she is the digital dog tag. And she revolutionises pet care by securely storing and providing instant access to essential pet information. Linked to our microchip, it offers convenience and peace of mind. Caregivers can easily access comprehensive health data with a simple tap or scan, transforming the way we care for our beloved pets. You can find her on Pet Trust UK on Instagram, and you can also find her on pettrustuk.com. She is just in the middle of transforming her website, but if you do want more information, scan that QR code to find out information, and you can find out more about Alex and her digital dog tag. Now, Alex is an incredible woman. I haven't had a full conversation with her yet, but I was sort of lurking, hearing conversations. And I think that sometimes when you move from, vet to vet, they may not have the information doesn't go with you. So by carrying all the information, the medical information on your dog tag, it means that if you do move to a new vet, then you've got all the information there. Isn't that amazing? It's, it's great peace of mind, right? So I would definitely get in touch with her if you can. Oh, and we've got the fabulous Jilly Clark saying, hi, I've moved over to LinkedIn for your show. Hi, Jilly, a branding specialist. How are you? Lovely to see you here. So Jilly was one of the lovely ladies that I managed to grab a selfie with earlier in the show. So if you've got any branding needs, you definitely need to go and check her out. Now, next up, We have the fabulous Katie Saywell. She helps Dachshund owners overcome stress, embarrassment, or lacking in confidence. She's an SBS winner. You can catch her on the Dogs Code on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find out more information on thedogscode.com. I absolutely love this picture with her with Theo Paphitis, and I love her picture kissing her Dachshund as well, her sausage dog. Isn't that amazing? She's very rock and roll, right? So do catch up with Katie there. Next up, we've got Jo Nutkins, and she runs dog training for Essex in Suffolk, pet dog training and fitness for all dog breeds and ages. You can find her on Instagram and X on Cass and Tay. Next up, we've got the fabulous Lisa. Now, I love Lisa. Let me tell you about Lisa. She was getting FOMO because I was actually having conversations on Twitter earlier, and people were posting about their business underneath the tweets. And she said, "Oh, can you talk about me as well?" And I thought, yeah, why not? So I've never met her. But because she was cheeky enough to say, "Can you talk about me as well?" I said, "Yes, absolutely." So here she is. I love the fact that she asked. She's amazing. And what she does, she is Lisa, and her booklets are helping so many people prepare for moving house. As a military wife born into a removal family, she loves moving. So if you want to find out more about her, do check her out on Help for Movers on Twitter. And Lisa, I don't know if you're still here. I forgot to get your website. So if you post it on LinkedIn, because I know you were looking via LinkedIn, or if someone else can give me her website link, and I can post it as a comment there. But definitely go and check her out anyway. Help for Movers. She's got a free booklet. She's got a booklet that you can buy to give you advice on how to prepare when moving house. Next up, we've got Lee. He was also on X as well, and he said he is from L&R Models, and I make miniature recreations. I make miniature recreations of people's houses. I made Theo a shed last year, not saying he lives in a shed. Now, he's got a YouTube channel as well, so you can go and check him out on L&R Models, but he also has a Patreon account as well, so do go and contribute if you would like to. Next up, we've got the fabulous Laura, who is also known as the Cookie Monster. She won back in 2021. She sells handmade bath and body products for everyone aged 3 and over. She says, "I have FOMO from everyone joining in." We were having a great conversation on X. So you can find her on Bombs and Bubbles on X, bombsandbubblesgalore.co.uk. Now, I think that's everybody, isn't it? I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who is watching me on Instagram. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can't pop up the comments from Instagram, but I know a lot of you have joined us, which is great. So Surefire is there. Velotool UK, that's my brother. So any cyclists need cycling accessories, you definitely need to go and check him out. Foragers Fancy. Now, I met him for the first time at SBS Event 2024, and I've made a list. I want his Bramble whiskey, his Bramble whiskey. I think there was a gin there, a rhubarb gin, a vodka. I will drink responsibly. But definitely go and check him out. Capriccio Quartet. I know I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Teresa Heath Waring's joined. Hi, Teresa. Now, Teresa has a free conference that you need to go and check out. I will be Instagramming more about her Rise Summit because it's free. And you need to go and you need to learn. And you can also get a VIP ticket as well if you want to watch the replay. So Teresa is amazing. I've learned a lot from her. From her content. I've bought a few of her products as well, and I'm going to her conference, so definitely go and check that out. We got Andrew and Pete saying hello. Hi, Andrew and Pete. They're amazing. They're fabulous, fabulous people. And we've got Golf Riviera joining us on Instagram as well. So lovely to see you all here. You're all amazing. So Guy is saying Lee's stuff is amazing. Lee, who? Do you just want to clarify that just so that I can pop that up as a comment? And Kerry was saying a band has just started rehearsing in the co-working space, so I'm going to have to watch the end later. Thank you so much for the mentions making. Oh, you are very welcome, Kerry. And Guy's just saying hello to Jilly, which is lovely. And Lisa is saying she's here. Helpformovers.uk is her website. That's right. So if you want to know more information on, if you want to buy a booklet on how you can get help on moving, Lisa's had a lot of experience. So definitely go to helpformovers.uk and you can find out more information there as well. Alison was saying foragersfancy.co.uk is where you can see handmade products created with foraged ingredients. Yes, so that is where I made my list of all the alcohol, but drink responsibly, kids. All the alcohol that's made from things that are that he's foraged, which is amazing. Okay, now I just want to thank you all so much for joining me today. It's been an incredible show. It's been my longest so far, which is great. But we're here, aren't we, for FOMO promo, the FOMO hour surprise. Yes, you've all been waiting. And Katie was just saying, thank you so much for commenting to create FOMO, which is great. So Katie was the lady who with the Dash Hand business. So definitely connect with her if you've got a sausage dog. Now, my FOMO promo, my FOMO hour surprise, that is. Now, if you enjoyed today's very long and educational show today, I've got a surprise for you. If you are an SBS winner, I would love to gift you a special surprise, a discount of £100 for my FOMO hour surprise. It is a surprise because it's not a FOMO hour. Oh no, folks. Oh no. It's 90 minutes. You get 90 minutes with me, where I get to review your socials, have a look at what you're doing at the moment. You're probably doing amazing stuff on the socials at the moment, but we want to generate FOMO. We want to create a bit more buzz, a bit more excitement about your business, don't we? Yes, we do. So for normally £175, it is reduced to £100 for SBS winners. You can have 90 minutes with me and we can go through looking at your socials, seeing where you can create FOMO for your business. I'm going to share lots of ideas with you. I've given you lots of tips here today already, but if you want more, then definitely book in. Now, I want you to slide into my DMs. Share with me your picture of an SBS of you being an SBS winner, and then you'll be able to get that discount. Okay. Now, for those of you who are not SBS winners, oh no, what can you do? Well, why don't you join to become an SBS winner? So, Theo Paphitis, he's not paying me to tell you this at all, just letting you know. But if you go to theopaphitis.com/about SBS, you'll be able to find out more information on how you can apply to be an SBS winner. Now, many people warned me that when you apply, don't worry if you don't win at the first attempt. It could take 7 attempts, 8 attempts, 9 attempts. I met 2 people. It took 2 years before they actually won, and they were angry. Not really angry, but they said they couldn't believe that I won first time. They were pretending to be angry with me, but they were really happy for me, I think. But if you go to theopaphitis.com facebook.com/about-SBS. That will give you information on how you can enter to become an SBS winner on Instagram or Twitter. And when you win, you get loads of perks. You get invited to the SBS event, which I talked about, where you'll be able to meet with 1,200 amazing business owners and talk to people, make sales, possibly, but definitely have conversations and build relationships with people. We've got Paul says, you're the gift that keeps on giving, making. Oh, you're wonderful. That's incredible. Kerry is saying that she's working away and lurking. Kerry's been lurking but thoroughly enjoying the show, which is amazing. Lisa, the moving queen, is thanking me. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And Kerry has openly admitted to the universe that she was one of those 2-year people who was secretly angry, not really angry that I won first time, but maybe a bit angry. But no, she wasn't angry. I love that you were so honest. That's amazing. So let me just put the offer up again. If you are interested in what I have to say to help you on how you can create FOMO for your business, please do slide into my DMs on Instagram, on Twitter, or on LinkedIn as Making Sang. Tell me that you are an SBS winner. Show me your picture. Don't Photoshop it to try and get the discount, will you? I'm giving you an idea now. But do definitely, if you are not an SBS winner, please go to theopaphitis.com/about SBS. Find out how you can join in. Get involved in the Twitter chats every Sunday. There's also an SBS Winners hour as well, where you can build relationships with people, get chatting with people. You know, isn't it magical when you start posting on the socials and you get to know people, get a real sense of who they are and what have you? And it's even more magical when you meet them online. That's what SBS event is all about. And I do recommend that you go, enter, win it, join us, have conversations with us. And you never know, when you generate FOMO for yourself, generate FOMO for your business, on the socials, it can lead to building relationships, making partnerships, collaborations, making sales as well. Now, I just want to thank you all for this very, very long show today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being so patient. It's been absolutely wonderful seeing all of you here. This has been the FOMO Creator Show. My name is Making Sang, first name May King. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Whoops, wrong one. End credits. Here we go. Hashtag making mistakes.